Yo, what's good, YouTube? Y'all know me. It's your boy, Mac DZ, back up in there. And today, y'all know what time it is. It's battle time! Yeah. And this one has been a long time in the making. All right, y'all, it's mano y mano. It's the JBL Charge 4 versus the Sony XB32. Now, we're kind of on lockdown, and so because of that, we've gone back and started pulling out some old speakers and putting them back to the test. And today, we got these two most reliable, kind of that mid-range speakers that are in your collection. If you guys have them, I know you know what I'm talking about. So, of course, we're going to go ahead and do our top 5 things, of course. We'll get to that in a minute. So, of course, if you guys have some of these speakers, you also know what else is in the same category. So you got your LGs, you got your Anchors, you got your Bose, and you got your few others that are also very reliable. And we're really going to be nitpicking at this point when we're talking about what's the best and what's not, because no matter which one of these speakers you go with, you really can't do wrong. So what we're going to do is battle them on these 5 categories. That usual category, the first one is your cost. Next is that look. Of course, we got that sound. And then we got those intangibles. And finally, that number 5 is that badassery. So let's go ahead and get started here, and let's talk about that very first thing, and that's going to be the cost. Now, the pricing that I'm using, you can use, hold on a second, gotta go ahead. Since we're in the virus time, might as well go ahead and have its friend. Now, you can use pricing for a lot of different areas. These are basically everywhere, both of these units, whether it's Amazon, eBay, your Mercari, wherever you go, whatever you do, even the websites themselves probably have a discount or something at this time of the year. So what we did is we went ahead and pulled out giggity, the Amazon cost on both of these. That way we have that same place that you can go and shop, hopefully almost anywhere you are. So for the JBL, that's this one in red on the right. I'm sorry, on the left. You got that that JBL brand new on Amazon right now is $179. I know that's still a bit pricey, but you can get it renewed. And I believe almost all 4 colors, which is like your black, your red, your blue, and the camo. You can get it for $79 renewed. All right, so hold on for Sony. Gotta go ahead. Yep, toast to you, buddy. All right, for Sony, right now you can still get them new. That's this bad boy on the right. For $97, there's some change in there, like 67 cents or 95 cents. It depends on which one you go with, whether it be like blue or red, or I believe their other color is gray and this black. Or you can get them renewed. And this is one of the best deals I'm seeing out there right now, was for $59. So Sony actually is taking this first round because the cost, whether it's new or renewed, is cheaper than that JBL. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the look. Now, we're going to pull this bad boy up here so we can see what we're talking about. You have that red in this particular version. I really like it. It stands out. People always ask me, oh, my damn, look at that color. Yeah, this is me. So with JBL, with that look, you have the base radiators right here. You got your button placements. You got your JBL Connect light to go around when you're doing the Connect feature. I mean, and you got the company branding right here, along with everything that it houses. This is a very clean look. As you can see, it's been used and abused, but it's a very clean look. And more importantly, it travels very well in the hand. Giggity. All right, next up, let's take a look at this Sony here. And this one has that same felt-like material. And even though this does have the felt-like material in the front here, it has a plastic feel towards the back and covering the rest of the unit. Giggity again. And but it also has the plastic right here around the rim, going around the actual creases. And that is actually the LEDs going from here all the way on front and bottom, all the way to this side, again, ending right here. Now, what does it have housing in the back here? That's where this takes all the magic out. All right, so you can charge this bad boy here with micro USB. I know, but it does have a charge out. It's got some button placements and your 3.5 millimeter. So I mean, those are the usual spots. The look on this is so clean though. And here's your button placement up top. All right, so I mean, it's very clean. This was a hard decision. Now, I really should give this one a push because they're both excellent. I'm going to tell you why Sony wins this particular department in a little bit once we get these bad boys on, which is about to be coming up here for that sound test. All right, so right now it's 2-0. We got the cost and we got that look going to Sony right now. But let's see where JBL truly shines, guys. And here we go with the sound. All right, so I didn't even write anything down, didn't take any notes on this because all I want to do is let the speakers speak for themselves. And we're about to do that now. So I got my trusty decibel meter, of course. I'm gonna place it right here up against the unit, up against the tripod here so that it's as far away from them as it possibly can be. They're both gonna be even at that same spot. We're gonna start with the JBL and we're gonna go with the sound test and we're gonna use our usual music, which in this case is going to be that anecdote. And that's only because I don't want to use some copyright. I don't want to go through that whole copyright getting hit and da-da-da-da. That's bull crap. Anyway, let's go ahead and see where we got this. Was it songs? Was it artists? I think it was artists where I kept it for that anecdote. Yep, there we go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this going here, guys. I'm gonna press pause real quick so I can just get this synced up, and then we're gonna get back into this video. I hope y'all brought your popcorn. Like me, I hope y'all got your drinks. Go ahead. I'm about to put this on pause. You can pause it. I'll be right back. I'm here with y'all. All right. All right, y'all. We back up in there. We got the JBL linked up. Here we go. We're gonna put on that anecdote, turn it up. This is that no copyright sound, and here we go.
We about to turn it on.
Sorry, y'all. I'll let that run a little bit. Oh, man. And I know what you guys are going to say. 97.5. What is that? I'm telling you, you guys, the bass on that JBL is no joke. I really do dig that. We're going to get into this Sony, though. So let me go ahead and disconnect that, switch them up. We're gonna get up into that Sony, y'all. We'll be right back in there. So another pause. Did y'all get y'all drinks? Did you get the popcorn? Come on, man. Let me know. All right, y'all. We back up in there. We got that Sony linked up right now. And right now, we about to run that test right back. Here we go. Back with Turn It Up by Anecdote, that no copyright sound. So here we go, guys.
We about to turn it on.
Okay, so as you can see, it's still zero point 0.5 decibel meters below the JBL. And again, the bass on this is a lot nicer than you would think. And I'll tell you what, guys, it was very close. But we got to go strictly by the numbers in this, right, guys? So at this point, JBL's got it. I know you guys have noticed that they might have switched up a little bit, but yeah, JBL's got it on this one. So let's go ahead, turn this bad boy back off. Let's go back into getting up on these 5 things that we've done. So right now, we've got Sony, and JBL. All right, so we got 2-1. Let's see what we got on these last few things here, okay, guys? Next up, I'm going to go with those intangibles, okay? Now, these are those certain little things that different companies bring to the table whenever you bringing up a new speaker. And let me tell you something. There are a few out there that do a damn good job. I'll tell you one that I'm really starting to give them some props. That's Anchor. I'm not going to go into their whole lineup. And maybe in another video, if you guys really want to see that, go ahead and let me know down in the comments down below. But I'll tell you, these intangibles here for both of these companies are really well done. So JBL and Sony did a great job, and let me tell you what we got. Both can charge devices. So, of course, it's the charge lineup. So, yeah, it can charge a device. The JBL does come with a 7,500 milliamp hour battery. The Sony is unspecified, but it does play for 24 hours straight according to their website. It doesn't say at what volume, but it does give you that 24-hour disclaimer. Next up, both of these come with some sort of connect feature, whether that be to other devices on JBLs. If you have that JBL Connect Plus, you can use it for like the Extreme. I believe it's Extreme 2, the Extreme, the JBL Charge, the Flip, but not the Flip 5. But you can also with the Pulse, but the Pulse 3. Like there's a whole different set of things on what you can and can't do because of that new Party Up feature that they've added since. But on Sony, they have the Party Chain, which to me is out of control when it works. That is the actual nomenclature, when it works. And I am not the only one. I've watched other people's videos that have also had difficulties in making sure that they work, because sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. So you might have a XB41, the 32s, the 22s, and sometimes they'll party chain up together. Other times, they won't. Or sometimes while you're using them, they'll lose connectivity. Not cool, dog. Not cool. But to continue on, LEDs. Now, when it comes to the charge feature, the charge has LEDs like down here where you guys can see how much power is actually in them. So, you know, depending on whether it's 4 lights, 3 lights, 2 lights, yada, 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 it breaks it down for you up to 5 lights. Next, on the actual Sony though, they have a whole set of LEDs and they light up. People love to see it. It's really cool. Don't get it twisted. But when it comes to the battery life on the Sony, they don't actually give you LEDs per se. If you look up here, actually what you see is the LEDs are for the light feature, for the Bluetooth connectivity, and for the power. So when it's actually on, there is actually some place you can tell what the battery life is, and that's actually the actual battery button. So you have to press it here in the back. Battery, about 70%. And it'll tell you what the battery is. The only caveat with that is that you do have to have it on, and you also have to open up that little flap back there. So, you know, it does give you the power, vocalizes it for you. So that's pretty cool too. But I would say this, when it comes to those intangibles, oh man, this is very close. You know what? I'm going to abstain for now. Don't worry. I'm still going to come back and we're going to do this. I just want to make sure and do the badassery so you guys know where we stand. When it comes to badassery, when you hold in these speakers, everyone knows it when it's a JBL. Everybody knows that very distinct, deep bass sound. When it comes to the Sony, people ask me every time I bring that speaker out, what speaker is that? When I tell, oh, it's Sony. What? And then I got to show them right here. I'm like, look, it's a Sony. They're like, no, really? because it's not just the look, it's the sound, it's the quality. It's a very even keel sound, like Sony, very well made products, you know? So when it comes to that badassery, though, when you want it to just stand out, that very distinctive badass speaker, you gotta go with the JBL. All right? So that's 2-2, guys. When it comes to that intangible, I'm back on that grind. I think it's gonna be that Sony. It's gotta be the Sony. It just has a little bit more power. When I say power, I'm sorry. It has a little bit more features to just the power that the JBL gives you. Those little tiny intangibles. And when you're talking about the actual decibels being just zero point 0.5 less, I mean, you guys know it's not always just that bass. Sometimes it's about that sound quality and those other little things that they give to you. One last thing I didn't tell you about them, but when it comes to the intangibles, IPX7 rated for the JBL. IP67 for that Sony. So you can even bring that on the beach. It's dust resistant as well. So not just waterproof, but dust proof as well. I mean, Sony's got it. Sony's got it. That's by this much, guys. This much. Tell me what you think. Go down below. Let me know what you think. And while you're down there, you might as well go ahead, giving them thumbs, yo. Giving them thumbs. And hey, always be that hero in your story, not the villain in someone else's. Peace.